Sejam todos muito bem-vindos para mais uma transmissão de Kingdom Come Deliverance 2, nosso main game do momento aí. Estamos já bem avançados no jogo, na verdade, né? Mas não sei o quanto a gente está próximo do final do jogo, por isso a gente está adiantando algumas missões secundárias para a gente conseguir, fazer o máximo de conteúdo do jogo possível. E pra quem não nos conhece, eu sou o Euler, estamos aqui no YouTube há quase 2 anos já trazendo conteúdo ao vivo pra vocês. Fiquem à vontade pra aparecer sempre aí a partir das 9, 9h30 por aí. Estamos sempre por aqui trazendo joguinhos ao vivo, muitas outras coisas, tá? E é isso, meus queridos. Muito, muito, muito obrigado mesmo pela companhia, pela força de sempre. Vamos para a nossa gameplay. Temos algumas coisas pra fazer. Só que aqui já é uma missão principal. Eu não sei se essa missão principal tem tempo limite, né? Eu tô achando que vai ser melhor a gente fazer ela logo. Nossa, que céu bonito, mano. Caramba. Vou marcar aqui. Tô sobrecarregado pra correr, velho. Vou ter que voltar no quarto. Tá brincando comigo. O que o cara falou? Se eu vou fazer o que a gente combinou? Nem sei quem é. Nothing. What can I do for you? Nothing. Nothing, my friend. Tem esse aqui ainda, né? Deixa eu ver se o cavalo como que fica. Eu vou passar isso pra ele. Pegar essas coisas roubadas. Bem que eu ia vender. Eu não lembro o que eu ia fazer exatamente, né? Então, a little bit confused. Boa parte desses casacos e dessas coisas aqui são... Tem menos... Como que fala? Menos carisma, né? E esse casaco? Casaco acolchoado. Não, perco muito carisma. É isso. Todas as roupas que a gente roubou, nenhuma é suficiente. Esperamos passar as do cavalo. O cavalo não aguenta mais peso, poxa. Eu acho mais engraçado que nesse jogo os tecidos brancos ficam extremamente amarelados, né? Incrível. Não vai ter muita opção aqui. Cavalo mesmo é só personalização, né? Pior que não, hein? Tem dados também, né? Olha isso, velho. Esses três aqui, ó. 4. Eu vou guardar. E esse aqui eu vou equipar no cavalo. Pronto. Pronto. Parece super sujo, né? É a vida. Mesmo nos jogos eu tenho uma mania muito chata de ver as coisas sujas. Quando o Henry tá todo ensanguentado, por exemplo, eu fico em agonia. Deixa eu abrir minha própria live aqui. Pronto. E é pra lá, hein, nosso objetivo. Indo pro lado oposto. Cara, que jogo bonito, viu? E olha que eu tô com upscaling aqui, né? Deve estar, sei lá, nos 720 de resolução. E Celo.
A fine day for some fine wares.
Bom dia, Zubu. Como você tá, meu querido? Zubus. Tô no lugar. Já tô decorando, ó. Caminho das coisas. Tá muito bom. Estou bom também, Zubu. Tá no trabalho já, cara. Está nos jobs.
What's that noise?
And I was beginning to worry what that was. But it's just you. It happens. Just watch where
Happens.
you're going next time.
Thank you, moça. A risada dela. Thank you, next. Thank you, next. Thank you. Já que é aqui? Pelo jeito sim, né? Eu não tenho certeza de onde é. Mas é aqui. Não tem nada pra ser roubado aqui. Será que é com alguém que a gente tem que conversar? Não estou entendendo. Deixa eu ver a missão. Para me passar por garçom real, precisa do certificado dele. Caso contrário, não poderia ler ao conselho. Apareceu um buquete real com um teste simples. Obtenha o certificado do garçom do rei. Não fala onde tá. Mas tá indicando aqui, né?
Here, mutt.
Jurava que podia estar aqui, né? Tem uma bolsa aqui, né? E fica que alguém dormiu aqui. É que o cara já movimentar-lo aí. Do certinho, do certo. Bom, talvez eu tenha que vir à noite, talvez. Vamos procurar o alfaiate, então. Esse cara aqui.
You're always welcome here, noble sir.
The city council will be convening soon. I better get a move on.
É, vai ter tempo, né?
Wonderful day for a wonderful perch.
Onde que é o alfaiate mesmo, velho?
Cabbage flatbread.
É aqui, não é?
A fine day for some fine wares.
Não é ela.
you have for sale?
Não é aqui.
Nothing to your liking, sir?
Cadê o alfaiate? Não é ela. Ele fica aqui, ó. Só aqui. E agora, velho? O cara não tá aqui.
Dyed broadcloth, beautiful colors, striped fabrics. Come and take a gander. We've got it all.
Será que não é esse alfaiate aqui? Qual outro tem aqui perto? Tem esse aqui, não. Já conversei com ela, não é. O problema é que a gente não pode nem perguntar. Ela...
Finest wares, quality goods. What?
No sé lo que hacer. Olha, o cara tá aqui da letra C.
My respects.
We've got enough to go around. Anything you need.
A fine day for some fine weather.
The best wares on the market. Come and take a look.
Agora que eu vi.
Pies, sweet pies.
I apologize.
Here they are. The best fat ribbons of all.
Greetings. I'd like to...
Surely you can wait a while. I have a customer here.
Esse alfaiate
The
aqui.
finest fabric. Intricate work. You won't find the likes anywhere
Eu roubei o
else.
alfaiate errado.
No more than I'd expect after the amount they cost. Thanks. I'll gladly recommend you if anyone asks. And you impatient fella, what was it you wanted?
Ele é a cara do
You must be
caramba.
trying to cool down.
I am. And who might you be?
I'm Henry. I heard you're supposed to serve at the City Council Assembly.
I am. What's it to you?
Supposing I took the job on for you. You can put your feet up, fill your belly, and I'll do all the work for you.
Look here. It's not like I'm all that keen on it, but it's well paid. Apart from that, it's a bit of a pain in the arse. Them councillors stuffing their faces and guzzling wine, while I run around like a bugger with pitchers so they don't run dry. Why would you want to stick your nose in there?
É.
I just have to get in there, understand? I have an important message for the king about a plot against him.
But why would you want to get to him as a waiter?
But it could be that someone from the council is mixed up in it. So I have to be incognito. See?
I see.
Cognito. Adoro quando ele fala isso.
To begin with, you'll need confirmation that you've worked as a waiter at the council and you're capable of serving even His Majesty. Look here. Do you have any idea what's expected of you? Can you tell different wines apart and that?
Sim.
Of course. Who do you take me for?
All right. No need to get upset. Show the confirmation to the head butler. Tell him I sent you and think up some good excuse. Clear?
Makes sense.
And you'll need a waiter's livery. I had a brand new one made. Here it is. I look like a prick in it. Hopefully it'll sit better on you. The main thing is, don't lose it before the assembly, or get it covered in shit.
Thanks. I won't disgrace you, I promise.
You better not.
A gente vai ter que desfazer. Coitado, depois a gente dá o dinheiro pra ele. Mas a gente conseguiu fácil. Cara, eu roubei a alfaiate lá de trás, velho. Ela nem é alfaiate, ela é comerciante, né? Ela vende roupas de alfaiate. O alfaiate tava com a barraca atrás da barraca dela. Meu Deus do céu. Super válido. Meu roubo. Meu roubo desroubido.
Good day.
Good day to you.
Knives! Knives for sale! Iron and steel! All quality pieces! Die besten Produkte auf dem Markt!
Mas que lado que é isso, gente? É aqui, né? Tô dando a volta.
Gute Preise!
Fui pro lado errado, como sempre, né? Cara, eu fico imaginando nesse tempo aqui, essas ruas deviam ser muito fedidas. Meu Deus do céu. Tem bosta de cavalo, bosta de porco. Tem porco espalhado na rua.
How are things at home? Calm down a bit?
You have to hear this. In silver scallops, they say, without warning, attacked by human troops. In one afternoon, they burned down the whole village, killed all the villagers, and drove the local lord out of his own castle. You see what that ginger...
Ele tá falando de Scalits, né? Deixa eu vestir a roupa em algum... Aqui. Vou tirar todas. Chapéu de garçom real. Casaco de garçom real. Calça de garçom real. Sou só um garçom real agora. Sem anel, sem nada.
Fox Sigismund is doing to our land? He wants to burn us all. Go home quick and start praying. Only God can save us from the foreign hordes. And give all your property to your local...
Como que eu vou me apresentar, hein?
Come round and I'll be happy to help. I've got
Aqui, né?
plenty of work to go around. Voted again. Hands off the door, all right? Get out of my sight! You lout! Haven't you got an ounce? Be on your way!
Ué. Como que eu vou apresentar pra eles? É mais pra ali, hein? Será que é aqui?
Franta Cooldown sent me. I'm to stand in for him at the council assembly.
Franta's not coming. What's wrong with him?
He got poisoned. Probably from food. He's writhing in agony. By turns praying and cursing, spewing from both ends.
Oh, that's enough. All right. At least you're here. We can't be without a waiter here, when the king himself will need waiting on. So, let's have a look at you. Have you got Franta's certificate?
Sure. Here it is.
Everything's in order. Now, about your livery. You've got a waiter's cap, a tunic you have. Hose are good. It's a good thing you've got no steel on you. You need to be light on your feet to run around tables. Everything as it should be. Glad to see it, lad. Do you know what your duties are? For an inexperienced greenhorn like you, it'll be a great responsibility.
Well, I'll happily listen to any advice. I wouldn't want to foul things up.
I should certainly hope not. Now listen. A good waiter should stand in a corner, look willing and ready, and not get in anyone's way. In short, behave as if you're not there. But when one of the gentlemen calls for wine, you run and pour it for him on the double. You'll find the pitchers on a table by the door to the chapel. You take one and go to their table and pour for them. White Tokai or red monastery wine.
White or red, by the door to the chapel. Got it.
But for Councillor Adam of Zarzhitz, you must not pour at all. When he drinks, he disrupts and makes trouble. So the assembly has to be interrupted, or otherwise it never reaches an end. We can't allow that to happen in the presence of the king.
All right. Sir Adam of Zarzhitz stays dry.
And if the king himself wants wine, you pour for him with lowered eyes. Don't look at him. And the most important thing?
Remember who wants what?
That too, but more importantly, do not disturb the councillors at their work. They have a lot to discuss, and in general, a good waiter has to be invisible, blind, and deaf.
Oh? I thought I had to keep my ears pricked.
Well, yes, but only to what anyone wants from you. No excuses, and provide everything that anyone wants from you. Understood?
Absolutely. I'm a waiter after all, not some street gossip monger.
Correct. And if you manage not to botch it up, you can even rise on the social ladder. Not just anyone can serve the King of Hungary, but you'll manage it, right?
I know everything I need to. I can do it.
Excellent. Put away your things here. It's easier to serve with a lighter load. You can wait in the cubbyhole for the servants.
Mentira que as minhas coisas foram desfeitas. Pedidos. O cliente vai pedir vinho branco de tocage, vinho de monastério. Chamando você e erguendo a mão. Se tiver alguma dúvida, você pode pedir para repetir o pedido. Na mesa no canto do cômodo, você encontrará 2 jarras de vinho. Pegue a que um dos clientes pediu e caminhe até a mesa com ela. O diálogo ativará a opção de servir vinho para ele. Após servir o cliente, você poderá devolver a jarra ou esperar para ver se o próximo cliente deseja mais um vinho. Cuidado para não deixar o cliente esperar demais ao servir um vinho que ele não pediu. Não serão tolerados atrasos ou erros frequentes. Meu pai amado.
Our current Waffenarsenal is a joke, and on top of that, the army was requisitioning from it. Should the town reserve have worse weapons than any Räuber in the domain?
I apologize.
What are you getting at, Eldris?
Which wine?
I'm saying that the bandits who freed Hinnick, the
Dentro do
Dry Devils,
monastério.
used that thing. That Hackenbücher. Hand cannon. Can you believe it? Where did they get them?
You're the one who should know where they got them, since you're a gunsmith.
What are you implying, Friedrich?
Come now,
All
waiter.
I'm saying
I want
is
it
that
ready.
they had them, Herrgott. It is eine Schande when outlaws have better weapons than the city garrison. And Herr König surely knows this too.
Mind where you're going. What is it, Eldris?
Come now.
Não consigo, velho.
What I smell is that your stubborn heads do not realize what
Eu não consigo servir.
this is. The Dry Devil is running free. There are Raubbritter everywhere in the region. We have the army bearing down and you want to defend yourself.
Eu não consigo servir, pô. Ah, jogo. Pelo amor de Deus, né? Aí dá tudo errado e eu não sei porquê. O que eu fiz de errado?
The city reserves are in urgent need of new weapons.
There are the pictures of wine.
Current Waffen
Hopefully I won't splash anyone's shoes.
On top of that, the army was requisitioning from it.
You there,
Should the
lad,
town reserve
cup
have
of red,
worse weapons
and
than
don't
any
skip
Räuber
away.
in the domain?
What are you getting at, Eldris?
I'm saying that the bandits who freed Hinnick,
Careful!
the Dry Devil, used that thing. That Hackenbush.
Come now, waiter. I want it
Hand
red.
cannon. Can you believe it?
Ah, eu não consigo, pô.
I apologize, sir.
Should know where they got
Which wine?
Red.
You're a
Am I
gunsmith.
speaking
What are you implying, Friedrich?
Eu não consigo servir o cara, velho.
Herrgott.
A não ser que eu bote a jarra no caralho do nariz dele, velho.
Weapons than the city garrison. And Herr König surely knows this too.
Não consigo servir, velho.
What is it, Eldris? You smell a deal?
Come now,
What I
waiter.
smell
I
is
want it
that
red.
your stubborn heads do not realize what Schwierigkeiten this is. The Dry Devil is running free. There are Raubritter everywhere in the region. We have the army bearing down, and you want to defend yourselves with a few rusty halberds.
I'd like
who
some
is it
monastery
you want
wine.
to fight?
Refill my
Exactly.
cup, boy.
The merciful King Sigismund is providing us with protection, isn't he?
Der König and his army will not be here forever.
Shut up. The king can arrive at any
Monastery
moment.
wine. Here.
What if he heard you?
What then? We're sitting atop the biggest silver heap in the kingdom, and we're supposed to defend it with brooms?
Right, Eldris. But where can we get the coin for better equipment?
We can always confiscate the property of the king's enemies. Nicht
I
wahr?
want to pour me We are some more monastery than wine.
familiar with the yeomanry state of our armory, and the king is surely aware of it as well. Maybe if he waived some of the taxes.
The king fears that this town will
I
rise
apologize,
against
sir.
him. He'll
Which
take
one?
the arming of
Red
the city's
and
militia
quickly.
as a preparation for war.
So you suggest we just wait with arms crossed for the Raubritter to wreak havoc all around?
We can always ask the king to bring order to the realm with his army.
But then the Dörfler will rise up.
I'm afraid I see no solution of the current
Sir?
situation. We shall wait and see what His Majesty thinks about the matter. Maybe we can change his mind. Vielleicht?
I'd like to
Mind
report
where
to
you're
the
going.
Honourable Council
Another
on the
drop of
cleanliness
wine.
the city
Don't make
and the
me
state
beg.
of the public baths.
You mean baths or brothels?
Isn't it the same thing?
So, the cleanliness of the city is not what it should be. The current baths in the city fall far short of covering all the citizens' needs.
You're right, Jerome. But a woman named Betty has showed up on Hopbrink and wants to repair the baths that used to be there.
She's a
More wine,
protege
Master
of
Bailiff.
Marsh. Her efforts are commendable, but I don't think she will succeed. It takes a firm hand, soft, feminine fingers.
A moment ago, you were
I need something from you. There is an item in my study that I confiscated from a female thief. She thought she could wriggle out of it by telling me who the item belongs to.
And what is it?
A silver goblet. She sneaked into Sir Ulrich's house and stole it. No one's noticed the theft yet. But if Ulrich finds out, he'll turn the city upside down to find the culprit. Go and get it. And don't you make a mess there, understand?
Going to the baths is neither a civic duty nor a right.
Where can I find this goblet?
Use your eyes and come right back with it, understood?
In God's plan, the Black Death had nothing to do with the baths, unless the Lord wishes to punish the wickedness that's going on in there.
Keeping the city clean is important, but we don't have money to spare. Arguing about who is going to wash where and how is
Nice.
a waste of time.
Whose silver
It's only
might
a
this
waste
be?
of time because we're all always arguing about the same thing.
Not at all. If you'd finally admit that it's a trifle, we wouldn't have to keep coming back to it.
A trifle? Do you ever walk the streets here? Sewage, rats, slop, and rubbish. The least we can do for the citizens is to provide them with a place to wash up.
What nonsense! You'll want me to serve wine to everyone for free, too.
Why not? In Jerome Nars's earthly paradise, everything would be free.
Don't put words in my mouth.
Gentlemen, let's agree to disagree. What if the king hears?
So, did you find it?
I did, Master Bailiff. Here it is.
Not so loud. Show it here. That's it. And now go back to your job.
I got word that Rutard has pulled off another deed.
That's nothing unusual. That old weasel will never accept that the city isn't run his way, at least until His Majesty honors us with his visit.
And the full cop.
But as we know, Gunslin absolutely hates him.
He can hate all he
I
wants.
apologise, sir.
As long as he does no
Which
damage.
Tokai.
Ulrich,
White.
what have you got to say about it?
Me? Well, I'm not sure what you're implying.
Horseshit! You know full well. Everybody knows. He
Sir?
wiped the floor with you.
Compose yourself, Adam, and stop drinking. The king might come any time now.
That's right. Let's not burden the anointed monarch with such...
Me? Compose myself? Me? I beg your pardon. I demand that you...
A full cup of monastery wine.
Franz, please continue.
I'm speaking about the Rutard incident. You were there, weren't you?
Oh, that. Just a small misunderstanding. We've sorted it out and everything's settled.
My ears must be deceiving
Thank
me.
you, waiter.
Are you defending Rutard? Besides, if his men attacked yours, as I've heard, then we have a good reason to punish him.
What happened there? Leave nothing out.
I don't like Rutard, true, but in this case it really was nothing.
Everyone in the city gossiped about it. I heard there were several dead.
Did you? That's grossly exaggerated.
Agora que eu reconheci esse cara que tá aqui na minha frente, ó. Esse que tá falando, ó. É o Ulrich Vavak. O cara que a gente...
That's true. Because if we don't do something about him, the king himself will put an end to him, and soon.
Unless he puts an end to
I
us
apologise,
first.
sir. Which wine?
Tokai. If
That's the
nothing
one.
happened, there's no point in dwelling on
Well,
it.
thank
Let's move on.
Things have got out of order in the town. Some adventurers...
Vavak é o
decided to take the
corrupto que
law
roubou
into their
dinheiro
hands
da,
and restore
da
the
mina.
tradition of duels. It's not only barbaric, but also illegal. If we tolerate this, the rabble in the city will go wild and
Hey,
do whatever
boy,
they want.
a full
I
cup of
suspect the
monastery
gentleman
wine.
from the city's sword fighting school brought this custom to us. That German, Menhard, is just hanging around the market looking
Sir?
for trouble.
Don't be ridiculous, Forsucker.
É ele aqui.
You act like you've never been in a fight, you hear me? And to accuse a swordsmaster without a shred of proof. We're not some old fishwives on the market.
Come here for a moment.
So you will just leave it be?
Refill, sir.
Proven
You
offences
think I come to the
are
council
punished
just to
by the
guzzle
bailiff.
wine?
And
Come
that's
here.
that. There are more pressing matters to deal with.
More?
What can I help you with, sir?
I left my gloves in the chapel. I took them off to pray, but then I rushed here and forgot to take them. I can't just get up and walk out now. But if you disappear for a little while...
All right. I'll get them.
I knew I could count on you. While you're at it, count how many figures on the mural have wings.
But why?
Because I'm bored, and because I told you. Get on with it.
Everyone who complains over a beer, I'd
Então
soon
tá, né?
have customers.
As luvas dele aqui.
That was easy enough. And he wanted me to count the winged figures.
2, 3. Quatro. Desculpa. Acho que são 4, hein? E tem mais ali em cima. Não sei se aqui no mural é só isso daqui. Ou se é isso aqui tudo, né? E tá aqui, como você tá, meu querido?
So, let's
see what you've got for me.
Valeu.
I found your gloves, sir.
Really? Let's see them. And did you
Quais são
count
as
those
novidades?
winged figures?
Não temos muitas ainda. 24, vou falar.
24, sir.
And you counted correct.
Ei, acertei ainda.
Here you are. So you can have a bit of fun in the evening too, eh?
There's the eternal dispute over the cathedrals. The building of the church is dragging on, and in the meantime, they are calling diocesan pilgrimages to settle it.
Deixa eu... Não posso salvar o jogo. Nossa.
Our noses. Pour me some to cut. Just a village with a monastery, and they are going to work a oil mining city. Why can't we build faster? Hire more craftsmen. Start with night shifts.
Because those so-called craftsmen are a band of parasites. You pay them, they come late, or report sick, and if they do come,
I go to your tavern almost every day.
and you have to pay someone else to put it
You
right.
must have decent wages to be able to visit the best tavern in town regularly.
I tell you, a waste of time.
Adam, don't interrupt the proceedings with your drunken ranting, even if you are in the right. And as for you, Enderlin, haven't you noticed there's a war going on?
O cara me reconheceu.
Are the experts from far off supposed to work in a city under siege?
Besides, I get the feeling there's something other than the welfare of the city behind your complaints.
Are you do?
Waiter.
Do you?
Pour me red wine.
What would that be?
Like, for
É, de vida difícil ser garçom, cara.
have your own altar there?
So what if I would?
Hold your horses, gentlemen. That space in the side nave is mine.
Sir? Then hell freezes over, my friend. Your place is at least 2 steps behind mine.
A swordsmith dares to insult me? Ha! I think not.
Worthy counselors, we are not on the marketplace to argue like fishwives. The construction of the cathedral is proceeding slowly, and, as Jerome says, there is a war, and there is neither money
boy,
nor craftsmen.
a full cup of
But with
monastery
our joint powers, we will finish the building to the glory of God and our city, even if it takes 100 years. What is next in the order of business?
Sir?
Eu tenho que ficar servindo eles pra sempre? Só que eu falei, ó.
I'm telling you, something is being planned.
Oh, I doubt it. No one's gonna tackle Rootard.
Filho da puta desgraçado chegou. Nossa, mano. Eles vão me reconhecer, velho. Silda, mano. Olha a cara desse da... Nossa, mano. E ele nem deu bola.
You have nothing to fear. Not you.
Like this plan of fire!
Caramba, mano. Do nada o Sigis Bosta tá aqui. Eles falaram que ele ia vir, né? Agora que eu me... Tava completamente fora da minha cabeça de que ele ia aparecer de verdade. No primeiro jogo só aparece o vulto dele, né? A gente não vê o rosto. O Godwin. A gente vai jogar com ele agora.
Now, father, put a little life into your dying. Seen more cheerful priests at funerals.
I'd rather be at one than here. I hoped I'd never see this fortress again in my life.
Unpleasant memories?
You have no idea. I didn't part ways with my father on entirely good terms. 20 years ago.
And now you're 2 decades older and wiser. At your Ujit's parish, you spread the word of God to your flock, and you saved my neck and Henry's too. I'd say your father should be proud of you.
None of that matters a damn to him.
Who knows? Maybe that 20 years has changed a thing or two.
You know what? Let's drop the subject. Do you know any of the guests here?
Most of them I'm seeing for the first time in my life. It's a pretty varied company. We've had bandits, nobles, burghers, a priest, and even a rabbi coming together here. It's like the start of some joke.
Wait a moment. Rabbi, you say? The Gutenberg rabbi?
Yeah. He came with a retinue. But for now they're keeping most
Eles estão muito alegrinhos, né?
some of them. After all, this used to be your home. And you're a spiritual man too, so you should have something in common.
I wouldn't be too sure. But I suppose I can try. Who's that French fellow you brought here from Malashov?
The great Baron Brabant. Been everywhere, knows everything, and has the keys to half the kingdom. He's got more fairy tales than my old nanny.
Can he be trusted?
He's a blabbermouth, but a harmless one. Besides, he defended Kuttenberg, and you know how that went. If he were on Sigismund's side, he'd hardly have been locked up with me.
What do you plan to do now you're a free man again?
What do you think? Get drunk, woo one of the local wenches, and wake up in the morning with no hose and a head like a church bell.
Have you perchance forgotten we're supposed to be deciding the future of the kingdom?
I'll leave that to the older and wiser. And dumber.
How does it feel to breathe free air again?
What can I say? You can never truly appreciate freedom until someone locks you up for a while.
Or until you become a priest.
No fear of that in my case. I intend to enjoy life to the full. Wine, women, and song.
Dear me. I'd rather creep off into some corner with a full wineskin. But I suppose I'll have to introduce myself to the rest of the guests, eh?
Indeed you should. After all, you are one of the lords of Rabosh.
Oh, don't start with that. I'd like to steer clear of the old man as
Caramba, mano, o Padre Godwin é filho de um lorde.
And find out what they're actually planning.
Olha o João de Liechtenstein aqui, o fujão. O Hans, por incrível que pareça, o Hans amadureceu pra caramba, né? É o Sam.
such rare guests. One wouldn't expect to find among Christians representatives of your community. I'm Godwin. My greetings to you.
Peace be with you. Neither would one expect a priest here. And yet...
How do you know I'm a priest?
It's not difficult to tell. After all, we have much in common. And we are both a little on unfamiliar ground here. I'm Yehuda, leader of the rabbinical court in the sacred community of Gutenberg. And this is Samuel, my aide.
We would rather not be here at all. Why did we have to come here, Sadie? Can you not see everyone is staring at us?
Because we all need to help each other in this time of need. And why would they not stare when you are frowning so?
Ele parece o Marty, velho.
Do you want to make use of the council to improve the status of Jews in the city?
Not at all. However, we would like to give the council something it is sorely lacking. The situation in the town and the kingdom.
E gordinho, como você tá, meu querido? Martin. Martin é o pai do nosso protagonista, o pai adotivo, né?
We have the means to sustain them.
Why are you telling this to a Koimer? You wanted to deliver what we brought to the Margrave and quickly leave.
Everything in good time, Samuel. We have just arrived, after all.
Martin Luther King, não.
Not to lend, but to give. Help
Martin de Skalitz, no caso. O ferreiro de Skalitz.
You don't even know if you can trust them. With that money, we could have paid mercenaries ourselves.
You remind me of my young friend Henry. He's a bit of a hothead too.
Henry? That messenger of Radzik Copula?
You know each other. You're both around the same age.
That would be him. But we did not get off to a very good start.
Ele tá meio bêbado. Vocês se dariam bem.
I reckon the two of you would hit it off. He's reliable and has his heart in the right place. For a young stripling, he's been through plenty. It's not so long since his parents were killed in Skalitz. He was supposed to become a blacksmith, and instead, he's roaming the world, risking his neck at every turn.
O padre só fala bem da gente, né?
A blacksmith, you say? From Skalitz?
Aye, that's right. Did you know anyone there?
I knew of someone. A blacksmith by the name
Sabia que ele conhecia o Martin, velho.
My daughter knew him most, and that is why Samuel is in this world. For our numerous sins.
Maybe he was my father, but he certainly didn't act.
Ele é nosso irmão, velho.
Ma raised me on her own.
And that was all for the best.
Why? He should have taken care of
Plot
me.
twist.
Instead, he fathered another bastard.
Don't make hasty judgments. As far as I know, Martin didn't have any other children. At least, none of his own. He took in Henry and raised him as his own, on the orders of the Lord of Skalitz.
É, não é irmão de verdade, né? É irmão emprestado, né?
I don't care if he took care of 20 other Mamsas.
That boy's blood father denied him, just like yours did to you.
A person can't.
Ele é filho do Martin, velho.
And Henry only found out about it recently.
Ele é neto do...
I'd rather have a drink.
Desse cara que tá aqui, o... Rabino.
So that there will be more suitable times.
Good health.
L'chaim.
O Henry não sabe, né? Ele é a cara do Martin, velho. Eu sabia, mano. Ana de Wadstein. Conrad de Vecta. Não dá pra falar com o João de Liechtenstein. Mano, Samuel é filho do Martin. Vai, Hans, fala alguma coisa. Não viu a conversa não, filho? Fofoqueiro. Gente, tô chocado. Oh, vai que limbo rabão.
Good health to you, sir. I'm Godwin.
É o que importa, né? Obrigado, cara.
Baron Vauclin Brabant, chevalier d'Arezzo, the last of my line. I am a warrior
a traveler, a strategist, and
Ma
also,
manière.
à ma manière, hein?
Ma manière.
A poet.
My word. Isn't that exhausting?
Mais non! And I'm glad to meet a new friend.
It's a pleasure to make your acquaintance, Baron. I knew right away we'd hit it off. How did you end up imprisoned in Malashov?
Ah, c'est une histoire compliquée. It was after I heroically led the defense of Gothenburg.
É difícil repetir francês
By
dele.
an unfortunate turn of events.
That needs
Eu quero
some
muito aprender a falar
explanation.
francês, né?
What unfortunate turn of events?
Oh, misère. It
Miséria.
is clear you have never been to war.
You're quite mistaken, Monsieur Baron. I have.
Ah, je suis désolé. This Bohemia is a strange land. I have seen farmhands, children, and even women fighting. But the clergy? Sainte Mère.
Sainte
Do tell me
Mère.
about it. No doubt you fought on the side of truth and honor.
My last big battle was in Kosovo.
I've heard of this battle. Many great men fell there.
Aye. And it was there I decided it was nothing for me. So I settled down in the presbytery in Ujits.
Then, what are you doing here at a meeting of opponents of the crown?
Ah, the Lord moves in mysterious ways. How come almost nobody here knows you?
I am operating, as they say. Incognito. My great benefit is my strong connection with the French court. There, everyone knows my name. Here in Bohemia, I'm still building my reputation, slowly, but surely.
Where have you been on your travels? Have you seen the ocean?
But of course! I was born by the sea. If you are interested in my greatest journeys, then I have traveled with a merchant caravan all the way to the Ottoman Empire. And if you are interested in my greatest deed, then that was perhaps saving the life of the King of France.
And you wouldn't by any chance know the Pope, personally?
Which one do you mean? I spoke briefly with Boniface IX when I was sojourning in Rome. A pleasant fellow.
You say you're a poet? How about a verse or two to amuse us?
Jamais. Is poetry nothing but a farce to you? Is a poet a gesture for amusement? I think not. To recite, I require the proper mood. And besides, few here would understand me.
O Yobst tá aqui, ó. Zishka também.
Dear friends and allies, in these troublesome times, you all know why we're here. The question remains, what to do next? Sigismund is facing troubles in Hungary, and here too, he is up against resistance. He's a capable strategist, but a poor diplomat. Mark my words. If we wait him out until winter, he will leave of his own accord.
By winter, he'll have torched all our fortresses and carried off everything that we possess.
Are we seriously gonna wait and cower in a corner? Or are we gonna drive them out in shame? A few well-planned raids and we could have him in our fists!
At what price? Have you got men to spare? Has any of you got men and money to spare?
We don't have men out there.
Yes, we do.
We do not.
Jobst is right. That whole sun won't fall easily.
Only we can't wait.
Are we to get ourselves killed?
Or end with nothing?
O Yobst é um imprestável mesmo, né?
Friends, we'll get nowhere like this. Let's adjourn ourselves and try to think it through.
Well, that went just as expected. Good health. And to yours.
Eles se odeiam, né? O Liechtenstein e o Godwin. Gente, a gente ia jogar missões secundárias aqui,
He
velho.
made an amateur's mistake. But it's hard to be angry with him when he's trying to ingratiate himself with everyone. By the way, I'm John of Liechtenstein. And you must be Godwin, the son of...
Eles nem se conhecem e se odeiam, incrível.
How do you know that? I have my sources. From what I've heard about you, I'd judge you could be quite useful to me
Vixe,
at
diga
today's
ataque.
gathering. Is that so? Indeed. And that's why I'd like to ask something of you. It depends what it's all about. A little delicate diplomacy. I expect we can agree that Jobst's plan has certain shortcomings. That's a weak word. And the way it stands at the moment, he'll never get the support of the council. But I have an idea how to change that. Well, I'm curious how you hope to shut Zizka up and satisfy the ones who want peace. We'll sit and wait quietly until Sigismund withdraws of his own volition, as Jobst proposes, but we'll be waiting in the military camp of our huge new army. When Sigismund sees that, he'll be off to Hungary all the sooner. At a gallop. Exactly. Sigismund's army is demoralized and weakened. And besides, he's running out of resources. He's able to tackle fortresses that aren't able to defend themselves, but he won't engage in equal
Isso é
force on the
verdade.
battlefield. But he can't retreat either. That would be a disgrace. And that's exactly why we'll wait until he's called back to Hungary by events there. For the plan to work, we need allies, their money and their determination. We've already set the ground for it. We just need negotiators who will push the right people in the right direction. Are you saying you set everything in motion even before Jobst? More like in parallel, but without his knowledge. If we find support and make it look like the whole thing was his idea, we'll all win. You've got an interesting way of approaching things. You're certainly not the first to tell me that. I take it as a compliment. Why are you doing all this anyway? Because I want to put a stop to the senseless deaths. And also because I'm happier with Wenceslas on the Bohemian throne. I'll help you. What exactly should I do? I'll give you 3 names. Botchek of Kunstadt, Hamann Alder, and Anna of Waldstein.
Aquele povo que a gente viu agora.
On our side, we've won the day. Meanwhile, I'll take care of Jobst. Why me, of all people? Because you've got a head on your shoulders. You know how to talk, and you're not just out for your own good. You and your friend Henry are similar in that respect. That's why I know I can count on you both. There aren't many like you two left. Tell me a bit more about those people, so I know who I'm dealing with. Certainly. Who do you want to start with? Alder the Alderman. Wasn't he a Kuttenberg councillor? He still is. The only one who retained his position after the city was taken. Only he's here, instead of cozying up with Sigismund in Kuttenberg. So his days in the council are numbered. But he'll continue to have a strong influence on the guilds and the rich burghers. And that's why we need him. Anna of Waldstein. The widow of that rich mine owner. What was his name? Wenzel Bartosz. And I'm not surprised you forgot. I was quite surprised to see her here. Assemblies like this are more of a male affair? So far, Godwin, so far. Anna is holding back and behaving like an exemplary young widow. But don't trust appearances. She's got claws, she knows how to do her sums, and she certainly has no love lost for Sigismund. And what use can she be to us? Apart from her late husband's money, of course. She's as sharp as they come when it comes to trade.
And she knows a thing or two about diplomacy. There are wicked tongues that claim Bartosz acquired most of his wealth thanks to her, and that it was thanks to her that he died too.
Ela matou o próprio marido.
Wojciech of Kunstad.
Polêmica.
I know the name, but I can't quite place him.
That's just the thing. He's got massive estates, great influence, but he holds back.
Eu não tava preparado, gente, pra fazer essa missão aqui. Eu vim completamente despido de carisma pra fazer essa missão. Eu achei que a gente ia fazer um monte de secundária e é isso. Esse Israel. Como você tá, cara?
Before the day is over, the die will be cast.
Success to our plans.
Fica bêbado não, Godwin, pelo amor de Deus, cara. Mano, completamente despreparado pra esse jogo. É muito detalhe, cara, pra gente lembrar e... Pegou despreparado isso daqui. Eu achei que a gente ia fazer missão secundária, né? Como tá o Gazeta? Cara, tá maravilhoso esse jogo, velho. A gente acabou de descobrir um dos maiores plot twists da história aqui até o momento, que esse cara aqui, ó. E aí agora a gente, tipo assim, acabou de ser impactado com um tapa na cara e aí a gente tem que acordar pra vida e resolver os problemas. Dos outros ainda, né? Nem os nossos.
God be with you. What would that be?
Your diplomatic support. And your money.
No beating around the bush, eh? I like that. But what do you want my money for?
Margrave Yob's plan has some gaps, milady. We need to gather enough resources to...
To muster an army that Margrave can't afford on his own?
Christ. Be praised. You're astute.
I should say so. All sorts of people have their eyes on my money, and divining their intentions is a necessity. Although, between the two of us, it isn't hard to figure out what Liechtenstein is after.
Hit the nail on the head again, Mom. You're well informed.
I am rarely mistaken.
I'd say you have a better nose for people than most of this crowd.
Not only for people, but also for good food and wine. And beneficial deals.
Then you're in the right place. This occasion provides all of those things.
The wine here is average. The cooks lack imagination. And I have yet to hear any interesting offers. So, to the point. What is it that Liechtenstein wants from me?
Nothing more than support and resources for an army to parley more effectively with Sigismund.
Nothing more? I'd say that's plenty. And why ask me for help? Why should I, of all people, take the risk?
Mulher.
It's not only your money we're interested in. You're well able to negotiate and trade. And if you were to take part in our plan...
Then I'd be helpful to you on two fronts. If you want me to support you, you must give me a good reason. Perhaps a favor in return.
Do you have something in particular in mind?
Well, one of the guests here has something that shouldn't get into the wrong hands.
Who's that?
Harman Alder. Now, if you were to switch these papers for the ones he brought with him, I would support your proposal.
Você tem inimigos poderosos.
And the papers I'm supposed to plant on Alder?
Just insignificant documents. If the incriminating ones disappeared without a trace, it would arouse suspicion.
And these papers I'm supposed to switch, what do they concern?
My relatives somehow dug up some trade contracts between myself and certain undesirable
Hey, Diego.
parties.
You were dealing with the enemy.
They were not the enemy at the time. My conscience is clear. but I'll rest easier when those papers are in my hands.
I'm supposed to rob an ally.
Haman Alder was given the documents to deliver to the council. He hasn't yet had a chance to look at them, so he won't even notice the difference.
Have you fallen out with the town councillor?
No. Alder is innocent in the matter. My relatives from the House of Bartosz are behind it all. They're disappointed that I dared outlive my husband, and the fact that I'm handling his estates makes their hair stand on end.
All right, I'll help you. Or at least I'll give it a try.
Alder will surely have the papers in his saddlebags, which he left in the shed on the outer courtyard. Bring them to me, and put these there instead. But watch yourself. Odorim's groom has eyes everywhere.
Sir, I don't believe I've had the honor.
Nor I, until now. I am Sir Conrad, Lord of Vechta, and you are the heir to the Lord of Rabosh, are you not?
Ele me reconhece. Eu não, né? O Godwin, no caso.
Disowned me some time ago.
And I used to be the Royal Mint Master, until the king decided to replace me.
We've got quite a bit in common, wouldn't you say?
More than you think. If my memory doesn't deceive me, you serve as a parish priest. So I recollect, at least, from my recent discussions with Martin.
Served. That's in the past.
Even so. Before King Wenceslas appointed me his mint master, I was a priest.
Ele era padre também, meu Deus.
To become a bishop.
And now look at us. We have cast off our robes and merrily hatched plots against Sigismund.
There's no point in waiting for divine intervention. On the contrary, the current state of affairs demands quite a secular approach.
Are you going to support the Margrave's proposal?
I haven't quite decided yet. It's true that displeasure against the king is noticeably growing in Kuttenberg, but if our rebellion were to come face to face with Sigismund's army, I'd be risking my future, if not my life.
Do you think you might get your position as Mint Master back again?
I doubt it. Half the town hates Vavak, but no one would even think of saying a word against him. And he knows that his security stands and falls with his function, so he clings to it, tooth and nail.
It was a pleasure to meet you.
Likewise.
Poxa, se o Robard viesse falar com ele, é que eles resolviam na hora, né?
I'd like to check your horses out, to see if they're as good as you say.
Ha, even better. But you won't believe it until you see for yourself.
Oh,
and you might not believe your eyes when you do see them. Well, we have a new guest. I wanted to...
You wanted to apologize for crashing into my home without it by your leave. Or to arrest my
Esses dois aqui também se odeiam, né?
I want to have a word with Alder.
Well, I'm having a word with you.
I apologize, Father.
For interrupting our conversation?
Pera, agora que eu associei, mano.
Unfortunately. Speak up then. What are you
O
doing?
Godwin é um Oderin. Nossa, eu não tinha sacado que era o Martin Oderin, era o pai dele, velho. Mano, é cada coisa nesse jogo, velho.
I came with a delegation from Sir Hanush of Lipa.
Is this a joke?
Why so strict, Martin?
Valeu, Taki.
20 years ago, he was nothing but
Dá
a
pra pôr na
cheeky
Twitch
brat,
também.
only interested in wenches and booze. I got him a place at the Archbishopric to have some sense beaten into his head. Only it wasn't long before they kicked him out. And then I find out he's settled in some backwater parish in Sassau. But he took his boozing and whoring along with him, lost everything, and then came creeping home again. Huh?
Try saying it again a little louder. They might not have heard you in the outer courtyard.
You have the impertinence to show me your face after the way you disgraced our whole family?
I wouldn't set foot here if I had a choice. Better to be a priest in some backwater than have a father like you.
How dare you?
Nossa.
You're as shit a father as I am a son. We've got nothing to blame each other for. And now let me speak to Older.
You're dishonoring your host.
I can't dishonor someone who has no honor. If you had any, you'd be...
That's enough.
Christopher.
You won't get away with those insults. I challenge you to a duel.
I refuse to fight. I'm here as an envoy, not a jester.
You've got no other option. You insulted Father's honor.
Gentlemen, surely there's no need for violence. I can have a word in private with Lord Odorin, the second, as he desires, and then...
Out of the question. This uncouth lout needs a lesson, and he's got plenty to learn from Christopher. By God's grace, I have at least one son I can be proud of.
Caramba, velho.
Satisfaction? You'll get nothing but shame, as always. Suit yourself, then. We'll fight. Come to the outer courtyard, but quietly. We don't have to put on a show for the crowd.
After you.
Well, that's that. Now, where were we?
Shouldn't we rather...
No, Christopher will sort it out, you'll see.
Não posso perder, hein?
Make room for us. We'll just settle a very private matter. It's an honorable duel, man against man. Stay back.
Swing with your whole arm, not just your wrist.
Not bad for a priest.
Cover your right side. You've got a gap there I could drive a cart through.
My God. Where did you learn to wield a sword like that? Father always said you were a good-for-nothing boozer. But you could teach sword fighting in a school.
I was in a war. Right after they kicked me out of the archbishopric. And you ought to know yourself. Not all the faults that Father sees are real.
Aye. Well, I apologize for going off like that. I had to, so that...
So Father would be
Ele é irmão do Godwin, mano.
No. Only he'll never be satisfied. And the sooner you realize that, the better.
I thought he was the way he was because his first son let him down. And he hoped at least his second would become something.
Ô, filho. Você vai apanhar muito nessa vida ainda.
Not at all. I remember him the same since I was a nipper. When I was 6 years old, I fell off a horse and broke my leg. He wouldn't talk to me for a week because I'd let him down.
The first time he took me hunting, he let me starve for 3 days until I was able to shoot my first hare.
Only 3 days. He got soft.
I always wondered who you were. There was never much talk about you at home.
Look, I really did fuck up everything I could. I brawled and boozed until they threw me out of my own parish. But now, I have a chance to put things to rights a little.
And that's why you want to talk to Older.
I've got to get him on our side and to cooperate with us.
Aren't we all on the same side?
Maybe everyone's saying that. But it's time to put it into action.
After your encounter with Father, it won't be easy to get to Older. Actually, I don't think you should even attempt it. Unless you want to anger Father even more.
What else can I do, though?
I'll talk to him myself. He'll hear me out for sure. But you'll have to trust me. And tell me what it's all about.
All right, then. You've heard Yob's plan, right? It's a nice idea, but we can't wait around without an army to back us up.
Only no one's going to pay for one, because that would be an outright admission of rebelling against Sigismund.
Alder's got some clout with the councillors and burghers who are loyal to Sigismund. If he agrees, they'll follow.
I expect Alder's not the only one you're after.
You got that right.
Leave Alder to me. The plan sounds sensible, and he's no fool.
I don't know how to thank you.
You can drag me to a tavern sometime. Pa doesn't need to know about it.
You're starting to sound like a brother.
Poxa, eles são irmãos, velho. O Godwin, obviamente, é bem mais velho, porque ele fugiu de casa há uns 20 anos. Esse cara não tem mais de 20 anos. E agora, velho? Como que eu vou entrar no negócio ali, cara?
Don't you want to leave already? God bless.
Aren't you a bit bored?
What's your problem? The horses are fed and watered. I'm not idle.
God forbid. But standing around here must be a pain in the arse, no? You might get thirsty.
Not really. What of it?
Shall we roll some dice? I'm sure you can take a little breather, eh?
Well, all right. But just for a little while. I'll wait at the table over there. What bring... Hey, you! What are you doing here? No one's allowed in here.
I'm waiting here for you.
Oh, how's that?
I've been watching you for a while, and I have a feeling you do well to talk a little. In conspectu Dei.
Who in God's name are you?
In God's name indeed. I'm a priest, and I know a wretched sinner.
Mentira que ele vai fazer isso, velho.
Is it that obvious? Christ
Ele vai pedir o cara pra se confessar.
It'll help you more to confess.
And in the morning, when I met him, I swore I never laid eyes on his daughter, even though my back was scratched raw from our roll in the hay.
That's a mortal sin. Lying with a woman that you're not joined with in holy matrimony. And then lying about it too. That's already 2 commandments broken for the price of 1.
I'll go to hell for that, won't I?
You won't. As long as you repent. Be contrite. Fast and pray. 10 Our Fathers. Ego te absolvo.
I'll start right away. Thank you, Father. Hey, what about the dice game? I've been waiting around like a fence post.
Somehow I'm no longer in the mood for it.
That makes 2 of us.
Ele simplesmente me deixa sozinho aqui. E agora, velho? Não tá aqui? Aqui, trocar papéis. Opa! Bom dia.
I've got those papers from Alder for you.
Quiet! You don't have to announce it to everyone.
Lady, with all the clamor going on here, I can hardly hear my own thoughts. Here they are.
You're more capable than I expected. Thanks for the help.
You're welcome. And now you're part of the bargain.
As agreed. I will support Liechtenstein's proposal with both words and money.
Thank you, noble lady. God will...
Yes, quite. But let's drink to our bargain, Godwin.
How could I refuse a toast with such a fine lady? To your health, Lady Anna.
And to the success of our efforts.
Ele vai ficar bêbado. E agora, quem é o próximo? O pai do Godwin deve estar muito pistola. O cheque de Kunstad. O meu cheque não tá aqui, né?
Your Grace, may I disturb you for a moment?
Certainly.
Godwin, I came with the lords from Ratai.
Ah, now I remember. Forgive me, there are many guests and I only have one head.
Será que se eu falar com ele, eu não vou falar nada não? Eu posso estragar tudo, né? Eu consigo salvar o jogo aqui? Consigo. Agora eu vou falar. Pera.
Your plan, if I may be so bold, has a few gaping holes. Sigismund may attack anywhere and any time. And we have no way to defend ourselves. You want to wait? Fine. But you should at least give some assurance to the lords that they'll live to see it through.
You amuse me, Godwin. A parish priest teaching the Margrave of Moravia about politics. I know you mean well, but try to look at it with cold reasoning.
I'd reason better with an army at my back.
Do you realize how much such an army costs? The gentlemen here have trouble agreeing about much lesser sums.
And if a way could be found, and the means...
Before that happens, Sigismund will take his shoes off and head off to Rome barefoot.
John of Liechtenstein is acting in your interest, isn't he?
That was the original agreement. And on the outside, it still looks that way, I trust.
I understood that he was on our side.
Yes, he is. Only, he is slowly starting to act more and more on his own initiative.
Although, that doesn't have to be a bad thing, does it?
He still lacks the experience to be capable of evaluating some situations. But he is persuasive, and easily wins people to his side. Unfortunately.
But it was you who sent him to Kuttenberg, wasn't it?
True. But I certainly never told him to hole up in the Jewish quarter and pursue his own private plans there. And by doing so, he put both himself and our common interests in jeopardy.
Do you still think the lords will agree at the end of the day? I'm beginning to lose hope.
That's the way of politics. Some are persuaded by silver, some by a well-chosen word. Others are convinced by tempting promises.
And if none of that does the trick?
Such cases usually end in quarrels between former allies, while the enemy is laughing up his sleeve.
On whose side do the wealthy burghers stand?
From the entire elite of Kuttenberg. Only Kunzelin Ruthard and Haman Alder have come here. Not that I'm surprised. The king keeps a close eye on them through the city council, seeking the slightest pretext to confiscate their wealth.
But if Ruthard and Alder can be persuaded...
We don't need to convince Ruthard. And Martin is already working on Alder. But he might be pushing a little hard.
É.
Sir Kunzlin, I haven't yet had the pleasure.
You're Godwin, aren't you? I've heard about you from Martin.
Oh dear.
Have no fear. I know Martin well, and I know he's prone to exaggeration.
Tu conhece o Godwin pelas más histórias, né?
I expect you know Lady Anna of Waldstein well.
Why wouldn't I? She's joined at the hip with my daughter Rosa.
I hope she doesn't feel unwelcome here. I've heard she's a bit of a thorn in the side for some of the gents here.
To her own relatives, certainly. But I'll tell you one thing. I knew her husband, Wenzel, and he married her out of love. And I cared for him devotedly till the day he died. And it wasn't a quick death.
So it's not true what they say? That his demise was convenient for her?
Vile slander. People just can't forgive her for coming into a fortune as a young widow.
Will you support Margrave Jobst's plan?
That depends on what it is. If he decides to just wait, then no. I can't take that risk any longer.
Do you think we should look for help somewhere else?
I came here for one reason alone. To hear a plan of attack against Sigismund. If Jobst doesn't lay one out before me, I'll try and find someone more courageous.
What do you think of the rabbi's offer? The Kuttenberg Jewish community is large, and their support could change everything.
Or nothing. To be honest, I've no idea what to expect of the rabbi's offer.
He said he was interested in an alliance, though, didn't he?
Aye, but still he must be aware that whatever happens, it won't change the lot of his people.
So you don't trust him?
And isn't it natural? It's not just faith in the walls of their quarter that separates us. They live in our city, but they're more foreign than the Germans or the Hungarians. God be with you.
Tá faltando cara só.
Take a look at that. A nightingale surrounded by hawks.
May I have a word with you, sir?
You? Anytime. With you, at least, there's some sensible conversation. Unlike this pack of conceited upstarts.
Young Lord Capon is finally free again. Let's hope he'll take better care of himself now.
He got a harsh lesson. But at least he might remember to lay off that tomfoolery of his for a while. But if not, war will make a man of him soon enough.
Do you think there's really going to be a war? I mean a proper one, not just sitting around and talking about it.
I sincerely hope so. Whoever sits around risks nothing. It's time to get off our asses and take action.
Have you got something against the Kuttenberg nobles?
Their forefathers lived up to their ears in dung. But thanks to the royal mines, they were born with silver spoons up their asses. And they think that can turn their blood blue.
But surely they're not all like that. And they are our allies.
Allies or not, someone ought to show them their place.
What do you think about Jobst?
Are you testing me? Jobst called this assembly and he wants things to turn out well. We have to trust him.
To turn out well for whose benefit, though? Some are up to their elbows in silver and blood, so others can live in freedom.
Better make sure you're among the latter, then. And in the meanwhile, help the former to keep their losses to a minimum.
Godwin, you wouldn't be avoiding me. We didn't have much time for conversation on the way here. Let's rectify that.
With pleasure, sir. As it happens, there's something I'd like to ask you. Where did you leave Sir Divish? Surely he's not too old to miss out on such an event.
Haven't you heard? Lady Stephanie is with child. No one even imagined Divish would produce an heir at his age.
As they say.
Será que é filho do Henry?
The dough, as long as there's a pie in the oven.
Godwin.
Well, it could be a miracle. Praise the Lord! I couldn't help but notice your son has a bit of a talent for getting into trouble.
To put it mildly, but not to do him an injustice, knowing young Lord Capon, he undoubtedly contributed to that more than a little.
O Hadzi que tá meio loiro agora, né?
Didn't pull each other out of trouble. God knows where they'd be now.
Wise words. Still, Henry's come a long way on a thorny path. I trust you're rightfully proud of him.
You know, I am. And Martin would also be glad, even though Henry chose a different path than he.
May God grant him eternal rest. What are you expecting from today's gathering, my lord?
Well, I have no great expectations. But, all going well, we may be able to establish some joint steps towards the future. As long as we proceed without prior agreement and mutual support, we will be very unlikely to achieve any progress.
Diabo. Achei que com ele eu não posso conversar, né? Mano, mas como que eu vou falar com o cara aqui? Não faço ideia de onde ele esteja. Ele tá aqui, né? Aqui o bot check.
Sir Bocek, I need to speak with you for a moment.
A man hardly puts his cup to his lips and someone comes along to put a flea in his ear. Yobs comes up with a plan as full of holes as a beggar's shoes, and now you're all jostling to win me over for him.
On the contrary, I've come here with an idea how to improve it.
Does that improvement include a few thousand men-at-arms? If not, you can go to the devil with it.
A few thousand men-at-arms as a convincing argument. And 100 horsemen on top. Only in order to get them, we need coin.
You've got my attention, but not my money yet.
E agora?
How can I persuade you?
I need guarantees of security. I don't want to end up like Rutard.
Of course. Once it comes to protecting property, ideals go out the window.
Osiscali.
Since you haven't got a pot to piss in yourself, if you were in my position, you'd think differently. I have a lot of property, lots of subjects to look after, and along with that, the Lord blessed me with a large family. I can't risk it all in a conflict with Sigismund.
So you need guarantees that you won't be left standing in the cold if you openly oppose Sigismund.
My guarantee is called Yitka. She's my niece. If I succeeded in marrying her off to another strong house, I'll have the certainty that I won't be left alone.
Maybe it's enough to find a suitable groom among the allies.
Perhaps someone of suitable standing who Yitka would also gladly accept. I don't want her to be unhappy.
I believe Liechtenstein is single.
And an uncertain party. Besides, he's inconvenient for Sigismund.
A gente vai ter que casar o Hans. Mentira.
Both of us.
How about young Lord Capon?
He's a youngster still.
What's wrong with him? He's young, he's handsome, women are fighting over him. Yitka will like him, and he'll give her a whole bunch of children.
And to half the wenches in his domain too, eh? On the other hand, the Lords of Lipa have a good reputation, and Hanush can always be relied on, despite his temper. Maybe it's not such a bad idea.
So, will you support our plan?
You're selling the skin of a boar that's still grunting. First, I want a confirmation that the wedding will take place as soon as possible.
And what if Lord Capon refuses?
I don't care what the young lord thinks. Hanush is the one to decide. If he agrees, I'll be happy to support your plan.
Pushing a friend to tie the knot to save the kingdom. Things have come to a pretty pass.
The kingdom will not forget his sacrifice. Now stop dilly-dallying and go and tell Hanush.
Nossa, mano, a gente vai meter o Hans na enrascada, cara. Deixa eu falar com o Hans primeiro. Ele tá aqui.
I've got some good news and some bad news for you.
The bad news is there's hardly any females in this whole damned place. There's some old bat standing there with 2 young girls, but she watches over them like a mother hen. So at least tell me the good news.
You're going to get married.
Good one. Is she at least pretty?
I don't know. I've never seen her.
You're really a barrel of laughs, Godwin. Wait till Hanush hears this. Now, enough nonsense. Let's have a drink to your health and my freedom.
I'd better slow down, or I won't live to see the morning.
Ah, what can one expect from a man of the cloth?
Ele não acreditou, né, coitada? Vou falar com o Hanush agora. É difícil, né?
Take a look at that.
Sir Hanush, I bring happy tidings.
You do? Let's hear it then.
I've gained us a powerful ally.
And who is it? I hope it's not one of those Kuttenberg stuffed guts.
On the contrary, it's Bocek, the elder of Kunstadt and Podjebrad.
Kunstadt? By Christ, he's the last one I'd have expected to step up. How the hell did you do it?
Well, there's one little catch. I had to promise him... I don't even know how to begin.
Out with it.
Lord Kunstadt has a niece, so... I arranged a betrothal for young Lord Capon, with your blessing if you agree.
Hans Capon is to marry Yitka of Kunstadt. Godwin, you conniving old bastard!
Oh, fuck.
I don't believe it. So,
Ele adorou.
Hans is to marry Kunstadt's daughter?
Niece.
If you're serious, I'll make sure that you get the Rattay parish.
Or you could make me the abbot of Sassa. Or what about a bishopric?
Forget it. Soon I'll be paying for a wedding. Not a word to Hans. I want to tell him myself. But let's drink to it, shall we?
Já falei, já.
Cheers! Cheers to you! And to your parlaying skills!
Coitado do Hans, mano.
That's exactly why we mustn't...
Sir Bocek, your niece Yitka can start preparing for her wedding.
So Hanush agreed, without reservations.
Indeed.
Then I will fulfill my end of the bargain without reservation.
Thank you, Lord of Kunstadt.
Enough formality. We'll have a drink. What do you say?
Cheers to the beautiful Lady Yitka and the unhappy Lord Capon.
The unhappy Lord Capon.
That's enough, ale.
You seem a bit out of sorts. Anything wrong?
Oh, these grand aristocratic assemblies are nothing for me. I'd be happier if they just told me in the morning how it all went and what my boys have to do next.
But then you'd miss all the grub and the booze. And the gossip.
Oh, and have you heard anything interesting here?
It seems Liechtenstein's looking for allies. For his own ends.
And how's he gonna do it? Didn't you see them all fighting tooth and nail here just a while ago?
Well, different approaches work with different people.
The only approach that'll work with Sigismund is open resistance. Maybe on the field of battle?
Let's hope young Lord Capon manages to stay free for a while longer. Ever since leaving Rattay, he's gone from one pile of trouble to another.
That's one thing you can always count on him for. I'll gladly wager with you he'll end up in some other shit by evening.
God forbid. Henry's not here now to pull him out of it.
In that case, it'll be up to you. I'm sure you wouldn't leave him to disgrace himself in front of Hanush.
A lot of people think the wealthy burghers will stick with Sigismund, whether out of fear or convenience.
Well, that's to be expected. As long as Sigismund has the city council under his thumb, no one will rock the boat.
Well, at least there's a few individuals here, like Ruthard.
Sigismund confiscated his castle and half his estates. That'd be enough to make a man mad. Not to mention that his son was killed in the siege of the city.
They must have been growing like...
O irmão da Rosa, né, foi morto.
How about I stop by your place?
I'm still hoping it works out and we walk out of here with a clear plan. But maybe you were right. It was probably not the best idea.
Gentlemen, I think we can raise our goblets to the successful conclusion of the negotiations.
Is this supposed to be your secret weapon?
Like I said, miracles happen where you least
O
expect.
padre mais
Tell me,
badalado
of the
de
House of Odorin,
da Boêmia
you bring us?
é o grande milagre da guerra.
But the widow of Waldstein and Sir Bocek of Kunstadt will support our cause.
Both of them. Good heavens, what did you promise them?
This is going to be a long story, and I could use a drink. So if you'll excuse me, my lords?
It would seem that we have all benefited from the break in these proceedings. New alliances have been formed. And I have also changed my plans. We shall still wait for Sigismund to withdraw his troops of his own accord. But we will wait with an army at our backs.
And how are we to raise an army? Wasn't it made clear at the meeting that no one wants to take the risk?
The only thing made clear was that each of us alone is weak, and that we could not find common ground. But that has now changed.
O Rabino.
King Wenceslas is, by the will of God, the balbatim of all his subjects. Not only the Christians, our community, and not only ours. They'll give you coin.
Yes. The Kuttenberg houses are still loyal to King Wenceslas, and we stand with Lord Ruthard.
And if that's not enough, the houses of Leipa and Kunstadt will unite and march side by side.
Hanush tá muito bêbada.
My niece, Yitka, will take young Lord Capon as her husband.
Mano, o cara salvou a guerra. Coitado, velho. Nossa, fiquei com dó do Hans agora. A cara dele. Ele não acreditou que ele ia casar de verdade.
Kunstadt, Hanush, Radzig, and I will set out immediately. God willing.
Mano, o melhor jogo, velho.
Within 3 weeks, along with an army.
Now those are words worthy of a nobleman.
My friend, I still believe that words are more powerful than swords. And our words will ring in 1,000 voices to the glory of King Wenceslas.
As duas mentes brilhantes por trás do plano todo aí, ó. Godwin e Liechtenstein. Mano, eu fiquei com muita dó do Hans agora, velho. O cara tem, sei lá, uns 30 anos de idade e já vai ser obrigado a casar. Na verdade, eles não têm isso tudo, né? Eles têm uns 20 e poucos anos, né? O Hans e o Henry. O Hans e o Henry, né? Não especifica a idade deles, né? Gente, a gente ia jogar as missões secundárias, velho. Acabamos pegando a missão principal
After we
aqui.
conquered the city, you promised to restore order immediately. And then I find out things are even more disordered than before.
Your Majesty, we are sorry. We will put it to rights.
You've already said that. I want to hear real solutions.
We will put more guards on the roads and toughen penalties. We can have a few captured bandits executed as an example to others.
We do not care about bandits. We care about rebellious nobles and burghers. What will you do with them? How will you solve the chaos in the town administration, the rebellious miners, and the dismal yields? And how is it even possible that a rebellion against the king is smoldering here in the city?
What do you mean, sire?
I hear the resistance is coming from the Jewish quarter, from right under your noses. Why haven't you done anything?
We don't know who is behind this. Without evidence, we cannot punish them.
Otto von Berghoff did not ask questions in Prague either. He acted. And I advise you to do the same. Find a couple of wretches in a hole somewhere. Point them to the Jewish quarter and give them free rein to do anything. The city's Jewish community was and still is on Wencesla's side. They need a warning.
We do not even have enough men to...
Marquardt, could you spare a few men for a while?
Of course, sire.
Mano, que homem desprezível, né?
So you see, all you have to do is make sure the city rebel get their share. You could at least manage that, couldn't you? And if the thought should cross your minds that you would get rid of the debts to the Jewish moneylenders this way, forget about it. Your debts will remain, up to the last groschen. Only now you owe us directly. And while we are on the subject of money, has the yield from the mines finally matched last year's?
Sire, the deposits are dwindling, and mining is becoming increasingly difficult. And to make matters worse, the miners started rebelling.
Don't take us for a fool. They'll stop rebelling when you pay them proper wages.
Your Majesty, we can't do that.
Silence! How dare you oppose the kingdom's protector? You're a bunch of incompetent...
O Marquardt, ele olhou pra nossa cara, mano, e não falou nada. Ele sabe quem a gente é, porque a gente já encarou ele uma vez.
Drunks! Give them hell! Lazy fools, a lot of them.
How dare you?
Some of you are even swelling right here in the city council meeting. This is unbelievable.
Remove this swill pot from the hall immediately.
I'm telling the truth. This whole council is a farce. The whole city knows it.
Lord of Sergeants, your insolence just cost you your place on the council and a month in the dungeon.
But...
Hopefully that'll be enough for him to sober up. And if not, put him in the pillory for a while, bailiff.
Mano, o cara é muito escroto.
As soon as the council is over, Your Majesty.
All I hear from you over and over again are excuses and prevarication. And results? None. I therefore place the city council under the authority of Sir Marquardt von Aulitz, who is present here, with immediate effect. He will make sure you finally do your duty.
But, sire, that would be a violation of the privileges granted to us as a free mining town.
Silence! I am the only guarantor of your rights.
Ele fica sentando e levantando toda hora.
Privileges, not hide behind them. During my brother's reign, this idleness was perhaps tolerated. But that is over now.
You were given a few simple tasks. But instead of working on them, you idled in the baths and lined your pockets. And let the traitors cast their nets undisturbed. But, unlike my brother, I am...
Mano, uma flechada aqui acabava com tudo, velho.
I do not distinguish between those who stand in my way. Be their beggars,
O Henry tá no lugar certo, na hora certa. Faltou o arco e flecha pra ele acertar a cabeça do Sigismundo, velho. E resolver o problema do mundo. Salvar o mundo.
No one else. The council is dismissed. You, don't go anywhere, boy. Be so kind and remain here. Our throat has become rather dry. And we still wish to speak with our friend von Aulitz.
Yes, sire. As you wish, sire.
Nossa, mano.
Between the two of us, Margaret.
I'm sorry.
Was I not perhaps too harsh on them? And speak candidly.
Deixa eu ver se o jogo tá salvo. 11h37. Acabou de salvar.
We have had enough of false flattery.
Where are you going?
Sire,
Mind your own
you are
business.
harsh. Rightfully so.
Cara, nem minha adaga não tá comigo, né?
They need to be shown their place. You suffered their insolence.
Queria muito tentar matar ele aqui.
And the same is true of the Jews.
We know. Otto.
Tem como, não tenho arma nenhuma, mano. Tô liso. Eu não posso fazer nada. O guarda me olhando.
Boy, can't you see the king's cup is empty?
You tend to us as if we were infirm. Boy, pour us a monastic wine. The monks had a good year. We have concerns, friend. The Hungarians are rebelling. Our army is falling apart, and we have enemies here on all sides. Would we had a proper army instead of human mercenaries? They cannot be.
O guarda tá de olho em mim.
And we are no closer to our goal now than a few months ago.
Para, cara, de olhar pra mim.
Thank you.
Tá me deixando desconfortável.
If our father were still alive,
Para, cara.
astonished by the mess that a few years of
Stop.
with a single word, he would have put the nobility in their place and the country.
Hora de olhar pra mim, cara.
God grant him eternal.
Não tô prestando atenção na conversa do rei, não.
Won't need much more time. We'll arrest
Ele ainda
the
fez sinal pra mim.
Catherine, and the rest will fall in line.
You say the others will be brought into line, but what do you know of them? We know only a few of them. But there's a fortress standing on every damn hill here. What side are their lords on?
We'll find out soon enough, sire.
If only Wenceslas were not such a stubborn ass and relinquished that throne that he has no use for anyway. The nobility, on the other hand, found a ruler like him very useful. They made a puppet out of him.
Cara, para de olhar pra mim, velho.
All you have to do is promise them the privileges they lost during Wenceslas' reign.
First, they'd have to be willing to make peace at least among themselves. Jobs does everything he can to sow chaos, so that he himself emerges victorious in the end. This business makes me thirsty. Pour me some of that red, boy.
I think Jobst is just waiting for the right moment. He'll switch sides when it suits him.
Maybe. But first I'll have to conquer a few more cities, and get a couple more lords on my side. Then they take the threat of war seriously. And Hungary. If Bohemia is a wasp nest, then Hungary is a viper's lair.
You will follow in his footsteps, sire, as soon as you get the chance.
But the wine is good here. To your health, Margaret. And to your health too, boy. May your children grow in the land ruled by a good king. You did a good job, waiter. You can be proud of yourself.
To your health, your majesty.
Eles provavelmente fizeram isso aqui pra gente tentar matar ele, né?
First, we need to crack down on the biggest troublemakers.
We're working on it. While the council was meeting, Otto von Berghoff and his men set out for Rabosch. Alderin won't give you any more trouble.
He and Ruthard are in it together. Once we get Oderin,
Eles estão indo pra lá, velho, pra onde o Hans e os lords estão.
I appreciate your confidence, sire.
But the devil knows there are a lot more strongholds to conquer here.
For the king, red wine, boy.
No, we shall have white. We have had enough of red.
White it is. Quickly. If Rabosch falls, others will follow.
I think von Berghoff's little contraption will find its use again.
If need be, we could use it to raise this town hall too. And I have some suggestions for other candidates.
Not so fast, my friend. It's a wondrous tool, but we can't rely on it forever.
To bring it here to the square and point it at the city hall? Those sycophants would only benefit from a warning like that.
It's a splendid idea, but it won't be necessary. The councillors are quite fearful enough already that they can hide nothing from us.
There's been enough fretting, sire. You shall see. Soon we will drink to the conquest of another fortress.
You are right. So then, to victory. And you, boy, will you drink with us? So that you shall have something to tell your children and grandchildren.
No, sire. It would be inappropriate for me to drink with you. I apologize.
As you wish. To your health, Marquardt. And to our upcoming victory.
Mano, que doido, né?
Must be maiden in her pew. Parish priest has coined to sorting at the altar. Nearly drops his shoulder. Hallelujah, Domine.
Aleluia, Domine. Essa música é do primeiro jogo. Aleluia, Domine. Aleluia, Domine. Não sei o que eu tô fazendo.
You in need of something, my well-oiled friend? I'd like to drink a toast with you to our joint success. As they say, all's well that ends well. So, to brighter tomorrows. Touching. Come now. What's become of your poetic soul?
I never had one.
Truly? Not even a little?
Well, maybe once. The older I get, the worse it is. Give me a few more years and I'll become a professional mourner.
See now. I'll gladly drink to that with you. Only there's nothing to drink. We've run dry.
Fuck. I've got a tongue like a slice of weak old bread after all that gabbing.
Well, get something wet for us then.
His lordship is so unsteady on his legs, he can't make it as far as the keg.
To hell with that keg slop. Your father surely has something better stored away. I had my eye on him all evening. He had pictures brought from somewhere for himself and his closest friends, and left the rest of us to drink cheap dregs. Try and find one of those pictures for us, eh? I'm sure you can manage that.
You can bet on it. I've got a nose for booze.
I don't doubt it. Get sniffing quick.
Those two, they got by without us so far. They'll be
Like
fine.
I said, I think Vostok will find the whole affair quite so.
Knows me but that name.
Well, how'd you like our wine, Chevalier?
The art of winemaking has a long tradition in La Belle France. Recipes are passed on from father to son, and each generation brings them to perfection. I myself was practically raised on wine. How many I have tasted. Even the French royal court took note of my refined taste. The king himself had wine delivered for his table according to my advice.
So you're not too keen on our stuff?
Comment dire? Let us say you still have much work ahead. If you try hard, you may have some decent wine to celebrate the second coming of Christ. Give me 100 knives.
About the girls? Or the piglet?
Strong words.
The rat'll be good, I hope.
Now there's a piece of horseflesh for you, Rootard. Not like that nag of yours.
What the hell do you beat it with? It looks more like a damn bull.
Sir! Sir! There's some horsemen right out front of your fortress.
Ah, that's Peter of Pisac. Wouldn't come to the council, but he is coming happily to the celebration, you old fox.
Nossa, é o Godwin. É o...
Come on in, sir. There's wine aplenty.
Não é Godwin não, é... Esqueci o nome dele. Nossa, mano.
Hey! Hey! Intruders! Enemies at the gates!
Seize the nobles! Kill the rest!
Nossa. Van Burgle, lembrei o nome do cara. Mano, fudeu, velho.
Jesus! The surrounding Christians! He can't make it on his own. Where are those patsy meat
Ai, caramba. Morri. Caramba, mano. Eu nem consegui pensar.
Jesus! The surrounding Christopher! He can't make it on his own.
Eu salvei ele, eu não sei, cara. É o Henry? Nossa, chegou tarde demais. Mano, sai do cavalo. Sai do cavalo, Henry. Porra. O jogo tá só me complicando. Ele não pode trocar de traje, velho. Que roubado isso, mano.
Too slow. Cover your head, damn it! Take. Fuck that! Show what you're made of!
É que eu posso trocar de roupa agora. Ele não pode trocar de roupa, velho. Ué, eu tô preso. Cadê o Von Bergel, velho? Como Godwin, você salvou seu irmão. Caramba, mano.
A close shave. A little too close. Fuck me. Did my eyes deceive me? Henry!
Godwin!
How did you get... Damn. I can't tell you how happy I am to see you. You turned up at just the right moment.
Is everyone alright?
Well, some are, some aren't. They captured Odorin, Kunstad and Rutard. And they took Alder and Kunrad of Vector away too. They wanted to slay the rest like dogs.
What about my father? And Hanush?
They left with Yobs long before that. I'm sure they're all right, but not everyone was so lucky.
What happened, Godwin? Who died?
Anna of Waldstein. She didn't stand a chance against those butchers. May she rest in peace.
She was simply in the wrong place at the wrong time.
And they almost killed my brother. But only almost. Good luck.
What do you mean, almost? What happened?
I got there in time to help him, fortunately. Christopher tried to defend our father, but nearly lost his life doing it. For nothing.
Old grievances aside, Odorin is an ally, the same as Rutard and Botchek.
Well, they all have their quirks. Cousin Botchek's a money-grabbing magpie. But I won't give up.
Isso vai ter consequência depois, né?
We'll have to wait for the other side's move anyway. We don't even know where von Berghout took them.
I tried to come as soon as possible and warn you, but von Bergov's people beat me here.
You knew he was coming.
He wanted Odorin. He probably had no idea they'd find most of Sigismund's enemies here in one place.
I bet he couldn't believe his fucking luck.
And Sigismund will be moving at a gallop. We have to be really careful now. One wrong move, and he'll hang the lords.
Is there anything we can do?
Definitely not right now. We'll treat the wounded, bury the dead, get the hell out of here. Then we'll hide in the Devil's Den and wait for Jobst and his army.
If I survive the journey... Oh, God's teeth. That stupid nag nearly broke me in half.
The king announced one more thing at the council. He asked the councillors to ransack the Jewish quarter. That is, he ordered it, more like.
Fuck! Liechtenstein's got his people there. They could reveal a lot.
The city rabbi is sitting upstairs in the hall. At least he's safe here.
They're our allies. We have to help them.
What do you mean by we? Everyone here is lucky to be still breathing. I can just see them all jumping to their feet and rush to save their poor Jews. Maybe Samuel will figure something out. He wanted to talk to you anyway.
He's here too?
Aye, escorting the rabbi. You should go and see them as soon as possible. And tell Liechtenstein too.
Anyway, we've got work to do. Godwin?
Give me a moment. I'll go and see Christopher first.
Mano, que loucura, velho.
If anyone shows up, I want to know.
Good to see you both. Alive.
Oh, come on. You know I've walked out of much worse scrapes laughing.
They could well have killed us all. If it hadn't been for you, Henry, von Berkhoff could have caused a lot more harm.
Von Aulitz surprised even Sigismund with that. You should have seen the look on the king's face when he told him.
Well, thank God we all survived.
Well, not all of us. They killed Lady Anna of Waldstein and many other nobles. It was slaughter.
And they captured our closest and most influential allies. Without them, we can hardly get the burghers on our side.
We're stuck.
We'll figure out a way to help them.
But how? Our plans are ruined.
Get a grip. Whining doesn't help anyone.
You're right. When I drink too much wine, I get overwhelmed with self-pity. Nevertheless, I have to admit it can't get much worse.
Actually, it might. And very soon. At Sigismund's council, an order was given to ransack the Jewish quarter.
God's wounds! We need to get back to the city and warn them.
I'm going with you.
Out of the question. Do you want to end up imprisoned again? You'll be more useful if you stay here and help Shishka. Henry, tell Samuel and the rabbi to get ready to travel. I'll try to get someone else to join.
What happened when von Bergov hauled you off after the Nabokov battle?
It was a dreadful journey. Jesus, don't even remind me. It was a bit better in Malashov. Apart from being locked up, of course.
Did anything happen along the way?
No, but it took ages to get to Malashov. 4 or 5 days in that god-awful cart. I was traveling with von Owlet's minions. They hauled me in one of the wagons. They treated my wounds a bit, but I was still in a really bad way. After that battle and all.
What did they do with you in Malashov?
Nothing much, actually. They took care of my wounds, and then stuck me in a room with Brabant. But they treated me decently, as befits a noble. Von Bergov came asking questions a couple of times, but that was about it. Only I almost went mad from being cramped in that damned room. It's a good thing you got me out of there.
Well, what was the problem with the room?
That I couldn't get out of there. You saw yourself when you came for me, didn't you? It's just that since Nabokov, when they shot the tower right down on my head and I was stuck there. Well, since then, I don't feel well in cramped spaces. Actually, I never did. I always preferred to be outdoors. But since Nabokov, it's worse than ever. I had a feeling the roof would fall on my head again and I'd be buried alive.
Caramba. Complexo. Ele tá com aquela síndrome de... Síndrome não, né? Transtorno... Esqueci a palavra. Claustrofobia, né?
I understand. It's a bit awkward for you that the nobility lives in castles.
That's a fact. Once I get my hands on my estates, I'll build a new castle that only has huge rooms and lots of spacious courtyards. And above all, no secret passages.
Great. I'm really looking forward to this new castle of yours.
You can be the castellan or something. Don't worry, I won't forget you. I'll even have a forge built so you feel right at home.
What did von Bergov want from you?
Just the usual courtesies. The captivity of nobles has to observe certain formalities, you know? It's not like they can just throw you in some hole. They behaved fairly respectfully, but of course he was fishing for information. About Radzig and Hanush, and especially Jobst. What they're planning, how many men they have in the field, who else they're negotiating with and that.
And what did you tell him?
Nothing that he didn't already know. I played as dumb as the village idiot. I only told him they sent us with that message and discussed the rest when we were gone.
And did he swallow it?
I think he suspected I was bluffing a bit. And then he tried to loosen my tongue by letting me go hungry for a while. But he soon gave up when he saw he was getting nothing more from me.
My word. Nice work keeping him at bay. But the main thing is, you're alive and kicking. And back with us.
Indeed.
We have to take care of young Sir Christopher and hope his father comes back soon.
Yes. The other off. Crushed.
The best thing we can do.
What have they done that the Lord is punishing them like this? God's punishment or not? Brought it upon themselves.
Hinegis. Well, you know.
Leave it alone, the two of you. Now we're in it with them anyway.
Mano, mataram as duas viúvas, velho.
Boy, should not come here.
You did. But I still insist that it was necessary.
Sam, I need to have a word with you.
Uh-huh. That makes two of us.
Just tell him. You may not get another chance.
I talked to Godwin.
Nossa, ele vai contar pra gente agora, velho.
What did you talk about?
Spoiler, tá aqui, spoiler. Atrás do rango, aceita, aceito, cara, obrigado.
It's true.
Bom almoço aí pra você, cara.
But I tried many times. Remember how I stared at your sword when we first met? I recognized the Master's symbol engraved there. Well, the thing is, I am Martin's son.
What? Pa's son?
Filho do pai.
How did...
Yes, his son. That is, his bastard son.
Why are you even telling me this?
I thought you would want to know. Martin was raising you instead of being with Mother and me.
I know what it's like. My real father rejected me too. I learned the truth only after Pa's death.
You know, all my life, I thought if I did not give a shit about that man, it would be easier. But now that I know I will never see him, it troubles me that I did not get to know him.
I can tell you about him if you want. But now is not the right time. This is not the end. We have to go to Kuttenberg, now. Sigismund ordered confiscation of the property of people in the Jewish quarter.
The king has approved Xere.
He's no king to me. He's a fucking whoreson.
What's a gazelle?
Pode fazer um novo buddy, boa, Frau.
Nonsense. It is as clear as day. Christians set out to kill our people. Innocent and often defenseless. Ransack their houses and divide the loot. And all that with the king's blessing.
This is what we were afraid of. But we did not expect Sigismund to be in such a hurry. We need to get back into the city and get the people out, quick, before it begins. Will you come with us, Henry? Every man counts.
I'll come. And Liechtenstein already knows about it too.
Very well. We should get going right away.
I'll be back soon.
Hurry up. Did I not tell you we should not come here?
The others, don't mourn just yet.
Nossa, todo mundo ficou muito ferido, velho. Mano, esse Sigismundo é muito baixo, velho. Deixa eu equipar aqui rapidão a minha armadura, velho. Essa daqui. Casaco. Ah, não, aqui é a roupa de... Roupa de bandido. Roupa do ladrão, né? Era só isso? Lembro.
The others don't mourn. Like that. Young Sir Christopher told me. But he lived, right? He should, just like he was covered in blood, but most of it probably wasn't his.
Thank God for small mercies. Otherwise, Rabosh would be left without a lord.
No one knows where they took order. Damn it. Don't mourn.
Embora, né?
We can go.
Hadzig e Hanush não estavam aqui mais, né? Por isso eles não foram levados.
Thank God you're all right. On the way here, I saw Sigismund horsemen and feared the worst.
Kubienka? What brings you here?
Well, I heard you were having some kind of a feast here, so I came to grab a bit of meat. And I see, instead of that, you have a massacre here.
Well, the real massacre is yet to come if we don't do something fast. We have to get to Kuttenberg. Can we borrow the wagon you arrived on?
But of course. I borrowed it too, if you know what I mean, but,
Could you stop blabbering already? We don't have the time.
Easy, Ingele. And you, sir, if you can, come with us and help us.
All right. But could you please tell me what the fuck is going on?
I'll explain to you on the way. Time is running out.
Are you coming too, Sir John?
Of course.
Do you think that's a good idea? No offense, sir, but you're no great warrior.
I'm not. But I'm not just going to sit here and wait, either.
All right, then. Let's go.
Perish. Can we go any faster?
Settle down, son. If you must keep your tongue busy, then use it to pray.
Would you tell me what the fuck is going on already?
Sigismund ordered an attack on the Jewish quarter. We need to get everyone out of there fast.
Bloody hell. I just got ailed up so nicely today.
Oh, that is just great. My mother's life is in the hands of a drunkard.
Don't worry. We'll save your mother.
And everyone else too. Don't forget that.
You seem to care an awful lot about these people, sir.
Are you surprised? It's all my fault. If they weren't helping me...
That droid of Sigismund, may his name be erased, would have found some other excuse to get rid of us.
Look, it's not that I don't feel sorry for you, but don't you think maybe we could make the horses go a little faster? At this pace, we won't make it there in a week.
Samuel, how... What was the story with your mother and Martin?
Do you really want to talk about this right now?
It may be the last chance we get. We could both be dead in a while.
All right. But like I said, I never actually knew Martin. He once came to Kuttenberg and fell in love with my mother. But she is the daughter of a rabbi. Obviously, she could not marry a goy.
And tonight, you will see why.
If you want, Mame will surely tell you more. If we can get there in time.
Then we better hurry up.
All right. Schnell! Schnell!
Mano, que loucura essa missão principal, velho. Não achei que fosse ser tão longa. Não é nem um pouco cansativa, né? Só que... as missões secundárias vão ficar perdidas, algumas, provavelmente. Eu vou ter que voltar o save pra continuar jogando as secundárias. Pensando nisso. Não aqui em live, né? Mas... eu vi que eu tenho save de tudo.
What's the matter? Why are we stopping?
We will walk from here. We cannot drive right into those murderers' arms.
But How do we get into the town then?
We will go through Sheol.
There are many abandoned mine shafts under the town. One of them ends here.
Won't it collapse on our heads?
We'll find out soon enough. Follow me.
What a blessing it is to have found the passageway.
Ah, as passagens que a gente usou, né?
We all would, lad, but it has been decided for our many sins.
Killed our savior.
What did you just say?
Nothing, I'm just blabbering.
I dare you to say that again. Loud and clear.
You know what, sir? Just ignore me and be glad I'm here. And you up front, pick it up, little curva. My arse is getting numb.
Heard something.
So, do you hear anyone?
If they manage to get all the way here, it is all over.
No, I think I must have just imagined it. Let's keep moving.
Que coisa, hein?
We should split up here. Me and the rabbi will go this way to the shul. We have to take the Torah and warn everyone.
What about us?
You keep going straight ahead and then to the left. You'll get right to the King Solomon Tavern. Gather up all the secret documents and wait for us.
Shouldn't someone come with you, just in case? How about Kubienka here? Henry and I can handle it.
Well, if you insist.
Was that all the contempt you could muster up?
Well, good luck. We'll see you up there.
Follow me. Hopefully we'll find it quickly. I left a stack of my papers in the tavern. And if they fall into Sigismund's hands, people in other towns will die too.
Do you think we're going to make it in time? To find the papers? Save the people?
I pray we can, Henry. There's nothing more I can do. Hopefully everything will be all right at the tavern. My stash is locked away, and Samuel's friends are guarding the place. But who knows what the situation is like in the streets now.
Are you afraid?
Me? Do you have any idea how many times I've had to run from a burning town or deal with a hired assassin?
Yeah. More than once, I reckon.
A lot more, I can tell you. But I admit, I was afraid every single time. Damn it.
What's the matter?
The door leading up to the tavern is open. Samuel's men wouldn't have left it like this. Somebody else must have got in.
I think there's someone walking up there.
Go and check it out. If they took anything down here, they mustn't get out alive. I'll gather up my things in the meantime. I'll meet you outside the tavern.
Nossa, tomara que não aconteça nada com ele, velho.
Why the fuck do you serve Eric then, if you're scared shitless of him?
Boa.
That ain't a good idea. I knew a bloke who tried that. What happened to him? I don't know. Never saw him come out.
Search the whole place, they say. Bring any important-looking documents. How the fuck should I know what an important document looks like? I ain't never seen none.
Vou fazer uma coisa aqui. Aplicar. Espada.
Show what you're made of!
Roubar os gostam porque eles não têm nenhum documento, né? Nossa, mataram Jacob. Jacob. É, não dá pra arrombar essa, né? Será que a moça que tá morta aqui tem a chave, velho? Jeito não, né?
Baruch Hashem, Henry. You're all right.
Sam, you're back already? How does it look outside?
A few of the cutthroats got in over the walls, but we dealt with them. But there are more outside the gate.
4 of them were here in the tavern too.
Fortunately, they didn't take anything important. But your friends paid for it with their lives.
What?
I'm so sorry. If it's any consolation, Henry here has already taken care of those cutthroats.
But they didn't look like they just came to the tavern by chance. Eric must have sent them. What about your mother? Is she alright?
She is, thank God. I told her to get ready, and we would come for her right away.
I'm really sorry about your friends. We got here too late.
There was nothing you could do. Benavis Hamardes. This Eric is really pissing me off. I've never laid eyes on him, yet I cannot wait to wring his neck.
Well, there'll be plenty of time for that later. We have to go now.
I'm sure Mama is waiting for us. We have to take her to the shul.
You go ahead. I'll lock the tavern and block the secret passageway so no one else can get in.
But sir, if any more of them come here,
I can take care of myself. Now go. God be with you.
Mano. Tem como a gente voltar, né?
Adam, is that you? What happened?
They climbed over the wall. One of them must have hit me.
Get up. We have to get to the shul fast. Can you walk?
I can't.
Don't worry. I'll help you. Henry, go and get Mummy. She will be in that house on the left. Bring her here.
Cadê a mãe dele? casa à esquerda aqui.
Oi, Himmel! What's the matter? Where's Sam?
Don't worry, ma'am. He sent me to take you to him.
Mein Gott! What happened to him?
Nothing. He's out on the street helping the wounded. Let's go now. We're out of time.
Wait! Who are you anyway?
My name is Henry. I'm, Do you remember Martin, the blacksmith?
Of course I do.
I'm his... son.
Was sagst du?
Sam told me that...
Watch out! More are coming! Run to the back, it might be safer there!
What's going on?
Sam, are you all right?
I'm fine, but we will talk when you are safe. Now run!
We have to get to the synagogue. But how?
Through the backyards! Follow me! Watch out! They're shooting at us! From the ramparts! Get rid of them!
Ai, droga. Caramba, velho. Ah, velho, que difícil. Não consigo acertar. Acertei um. Cadê ela? Cadê a mãe do Sam? Eu queria ajudar a moça, mas eu tô perdido.
We cannot get past the wagon. We have to go this way. Through the house.
Fucking die, that shit!
Yeah. You're no match for us, fucker.
Good! You can't stand up to this! Slay those Christ killers! Send my greetings to them! Mummy, are you all right?
I'm fine. But what about you, mein Kind?
I'm still alive. We can talk later. Now, we have to go.
Deixa eu me proteger aqui. Não, vou morrer, velho. Mano. Que massacre, velho.
Come on!
What the hell?
What is it, fuckers? Rather slaughter women? And the defenseless? Let's go! What's going on up there?
Caramba.
inside. Quick. To the fucking task.
I've never been so glad to see you two.
In need of a helping hand, are you?
No, I just don't want to die here alone.
Eric. Nossa. Ele quer muito matar a gente agora.
Now we're really fucked.
Mustn't get inside. We have to hold them back. For how long, though? As long as we need to.
Deixa eu ver se a minha espada ainda tá suja com veneno. Mano, a gente vai enfrentar o Eric, mano. Só isso. Tá sujíssima de veneno. Vou morrer. Mano, calma aí, velho. É isso, gente. O jogo não me deixa nem tentar, velho.
Hey, still not enough here. Nice try. Take that, come here. Bad luck. Come on then.
Vai.
Now you'll die.
Morre, filho.
Get ready to leave this life. God demands it. I want him alive. What are those fancy moves? Take that, come here.
Quase acertei o meu irmão.
Get him. Bless me, or you'll be sorry. Get that fucker out, damn it! You won't be able to take another one like that. Right, that's all. Right on the noggin.
Acabou as flechas? É mentira.
Good start. Nice. Right, that's all.
Não.
We're dead. Forward. You have a schmutzig Kopf. Come on, everyone's inside. Henry, come on. Let's go.
O Eric quer me matar, né?
Let's go. It's this way.
Nossa, eu realmente, gente, eu não imaginava que fosse ter tanta coisa em um dia só de live, velho. O jogo me pegou muito desprevenido. A gente só ia fazer algumas missões secundárias. E a gente acabou adiantando muito a história.
That was a close shave. I reckon I should go to Samuel's mother and talk to her about Martin. I won't get another chance.
Surely we cannot just leave them here like this. There's
nothing we can do now. We must get the wounded out of here first.
Dein Plan. Willst du mit ihm zurückgehen?
Noch dem Muss. Ich will euch Koiden in Sicherheit begleden.
Hashem auf jeden Fall.
Don't worry. Even if that happens, we'll be able...
Are you all right?
I'm fine, lad. I thank you for everything.
Is there anything else I can help you with?
Mein Gott, boy. Have you not helped us enough already? Now we have to manage on our own.
I know this might not be the best time, but... do you think we could talk about Martin?
Right now? Well, all right then. How is Martin actually?
He died. It's only been a few months.
Oh, Tehena Shutsura Bitzroir Hahayim.
Sigismund burned down my village. Pa went to help Ma and... well, they both died there.
I am sorry to hear that, lad. But that is the Martin I knew. He always put others first. At least you survived. That would make Martin happy.
Well, I'm sorry I don't have better news to give you.
Do not worry about it. I am just sad he died before he could meet some well.
Is everything all right?
Yes, do not worry. We were just talking about Martin.
How did you meet Martin, if I may ask?
It was such a long time ago. He wanted to open a blacksmith shop in town, but there was no place among your people, so he tried his luck in our quarter.
And that's where he met you?
The rabbi gathered the good men so they could decide whether we wanted to have a goy blacksmith. And Martin wouldn't stop looking at me all night. Then it went schlock auf schlock.
So what happened that made Martin leave you?
My Martin would never leave me. My father found out we were seeing each other and did his best to drive him away. To marry a goy is isur deoraisa, forbidden. But Martin would not give in, and we kept seeing each other, until one day, I was ubore.
That means pregnant.
Yes. My father knew that if word got out, he would not be able to avoid the shame. So he did not miss a beat and took me out of town in secret. I did not even have time to tell Martin the news. I was gone for almost 4 years. In the meantime, my father told everyone that he had married me off. But my husband died. And he only let me come back when he was sure people had accepted it.
Did Martin not go looking for you when you suddenly disappeared?
People said he did go looking for me, even as far as Colin. But he did not find out anything at all.
If only he had gone all the way to Prague.
Even if he went to the very edge of the world, it would not have been enough. Father would have hidden me somewhere else.
And what about you? Did you ever find another man after that?
No. My father called me a widow, so I stayed a widow.
And he didn't try to find anyone else for you?
You know he did, but it never worked out. I made sure of that.
And did you ever go looking for Martin?
I asked around, but no one remembered anything. Or they chose not to. That was probably my father's doing too. And I could not just leave and go looking for him around the world. I had to take care of Samuel. That was the most important thing.
All right. That's about it.
Before you go, tell me, what was Martin like as a father?
Well, he was strict with me, but not too much. Especially in the forge, he worked me hard. I dream about him quite often. About that last day and what he said to me while we were forging a sword together. He said a life of adventure can be over before it begins. And that blacksmithing might be a dull job, but I keep my head on my neck.
He was absolutely right.
Well, look at me now.
You saved all our lives. Martin would be proud of you. He raised you well.
I'm sorry to keep you this long, but... well, I never thought I'd have a brother, even if not related by blood.
Well, I did not expect that either. And thank you, my almost brother. If it was not for you, I do not know how today would have ended. What are your plans now?
I'll go back to the Devil's Den. To Zizka and the others. We need to figure out what to do next.
I will see you there then. But first, I have to escort everyone to Colleen. I do not want anything to happen to them on the way.
Everything should be all right now.
Take care of yourself, dear brother. I will see you this time tomorrow at the Devil's Den.
Have a safe journey.
Sei gesund.
Caramba, mano. Que rolê esse jogo, mano. É plot twist atrás de plot twist. É o Padre Godwin arranjando casamento pro Hans. É o Henry descobrindo que ele tem um meio-irmão. E aí do nada atacam a comunidade dos judeus. Mata praticamente todo mundo. Destrói uma boa parte de Gutenberg. Eu até tô um pouco confuso, porque, tipo... E as missões, cara? Continuam aqui? Sim, né? Dá pra gente fazer algumas dessas missões ainda. A gente não se desfez de muita coisa, não. Dá pra gente pegar o bandido... fazer as DLCs... Eu não acho que isso aqui seja o final ainda, mas a gente tá muito perto já, né? Tem um monte de missão que a gente nem pegou ainda no mapa. É porque esse jogo, pelo que eu tô vendo, ele tem um foco muito grande na história principal. Então, assim, eu espero que a gente consiga desenrolar as secundárias depois, pelo menos, né? Porque a gente vai ficar faltando muita coisa. Olha isso daqui. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Até o momento são 11 missões. E aqui tem uns informantes das minas e provavelmente a gente já fez todas desse lugar aqui, né? A gente volta lá pra ver depois. Prometo pra vocês, próxima live a gente vai dar uma estudada nas secundárias, velho. Hoje era pra ter feito isso, né? Mas infelizmente a gente não conseguiu, porque foi muita informação, muita coisa ao mesmo tempo. Mano, muito obrigado, gente, pela companhia, pelo apoio de vocês. Vocês que assistiram até aqui no YouTube, agradeço de coração. Não se esqueçam de deixar um likezinho, isso é muito importante para ajudar o canal a crescer e nosso conteúdo ser entregue para mais pessoas, tá? Então, muito obrigado mesmo a todo mundo que participou. Obrigado à turma da Twitch também, que estava aí marcando presença. Valeu de coração, todos vocês. Beijo enorme e a gente volta amanhã com mais conteúdos, tá? Amanhã é sexta, vamos ver se amanhã talvez tenha uma... Vamos dizer assim, uma live surpresa pra vocês, uma live extra aí, tá? Então fiquem ligados aí que amanhã de manhã é um aviso pra vocês que dá tudo certo. Beijos e fui. Até mais.